Hello, my internet fans. Welcome to another watch along as we can finally, perhaps, award the Stanley Cup in Florida. As we welcome you to Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals between the Oilers and the Panthers. Florida leads 3-2. If Florida wins this game, it'll be just like last year, where they will bring out Lord Stanley's Cup. 36 minutes exactly right now until puck drop. As Connor McDavid is warming up, as facing elimination, he's got 8 goals and 15 assists. But this is it, folks. Well, not quite. It could go to Game 7. We don't know. Get situated here. So the teams have 12 minutes and 35 seconds left of warm-ups. And then national anthems and starting lineups. And then puck drop. And, of course, I started 15 minutes late. As we look at Draisaitl, who leads the Stanley Cup Finals with 8 points, 4 goals, and 4 assists. Started late because I got my days mixed up, or I got my times mixed up, and I thought the Stanley Cup Final was going to start at 8:30, as Charles Barkley is in the box in between the two benches where that one commentator stands, formerly of NBA on TNT, because I believe now ABC took over that franchise. And I'm looking at my Millennium Falcon that's broken. Doggone it. I'll fix it during a break. In the meantime, let's quickly bring up yesterday's news from when the Thunder defeated the Pacers last night on that watch along. So let's bring up the recap for Game 5. ESPN.com and written by the Associated Press. Headline reads, Game 5, Williams scores 40 points and Thunder win 120-109 for a 3-2 NBA final lead over Pacers. Game 5 was starting to look like Game 1 all over again. Oklahoma City at home takes a huge lead. Indiana comes roaring back in the fourth quarter. Indiana won that one. This time, the Thunder created a different ending, and a 3-2 lead in the NBA Finals was their reward. Jalen Williams scored a career playoff-high 40 points. MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander added 31, and the Thunder moved one win from a title by beating the Pacers 120-109 on Monday night. It was the 10th and by far the biggest time the Thunder stars combined for more than 70 points in a game. Williams was 14 of 24 from the field, and Gilgeous-Alexander added 10 assists. Pascal Siakam had 28 points for Indiana, which will host Game 6 on Thursday night. TJ McConnell added 18 for the Pacers, who whittled an 18-point deficit down to 2 in the fourth, then watched the Thunder pull away again and for good. Everything now favors the Thunder. Teams that win Game 5 of an NBA Finals that was tied at 2-2 have gone on to win the series 23 times in 31 previous opportunities, or 74%. And teams with a 3-2 lead in the finals have won 40 times in 49 previous opportunities. But Game 5 was not easy, far from it. Down by 18 late in the second quarter, the Pacers, the comeback kings of these playoffs, with as many wins in this postseason from 15 points down or more, 5 than the rest of the league has combined, including in Game 1 of this series, did what they do, chipping away. And they did it with Tyrese Halliburton reduced to basically playing decoy on offense because of a leg issue that he aggravated in the first quarter. I'll get to that story in just a second. Led by McConnell, who scored 13 points in just under 7 minutes of the third, the Pacers got within 5 late in that quarter. Then Siakam went to work. A pair of 3 free throws with 9:19 left got Indiana within 4. Then a three-pointer about a minute later made it 95-93. In the play-by-play era of the NBA, starting with the 1997 playoffs, teams with leads of 15 points or more in the finals were 80-9. Make that 81-9 now. And the Thunder are one win away from giving Oklahoma City its first NBA title. One more win, and this team will be certified as great. Now, going back on Tyrese Halliburton from ESPN, headline reads, sources, Pacers Tyrese Halliburton has a calf strain, will have MRI. Written by Jamal Collier as of 3 o'clock this afternoon. Indiana Pacers star Tyrese Halliburton has suffered a strained right calf and will undergo an MRI to determine the severity of the strain, sources told ESPN's Shams Charania on Tuesday. Halliburton aggravated his calf injury in the first quarter of Monday's 120-109 loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder in Game 5 of the NBA Finals, but he returned in the second quarter with the calf wrapped and finished the game. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle acknowledged his star guard was not 100% after the game, but Halliburton made it clear he had no plans to miss Game 6 with Indiana's season on the line. Quote, if I can walk, then I want to play. Halliburton played 34 minutes in Game 5, but finished without a field goal, missing all 6 of his shot attempts. He finished with 4 points, along with 6 assists and 7 rebounds, the lowest scoring total of his playoff career. It marked the first time he has finished a postseason game without making a field goal. After his post-game news conference following Game 2, Halliburton limped off with what was later revealed to be a right ankle injury. On Monday, he acknowledged this injury was in the same area. Halliburton is averaging 15 points, 7.2 assists, and 6.2 rebounds on 45% shooting through the first 5 games of the series. So he is injured, but he will play as long as he can walk, he says. So that's going on in Game 6. And, of course, Game 6 is Thursday night. All right. And I will be checking social media, all your tweets, all the tweets anyway. And let's see what other headlines quickly are on ESPN. Not much. And it looks like Stuart Skinner is going to be back in goal tonight as he's warming up. 27 minutes and 50 seconds until puck drop. But he's been pulled twice. And one last thing I want to look at. Stephen A. calls Tyrese Halliburton decision a rare mistake by Rick Carlisle. Well, I don't know if he made the right call or didn't, but all right. Oilers turn back to Skinner in goal in must-win Game 6. On the cusp of the cup, Tkachuk to play like it's Game 7. If you've got a bet on the Oilers through ESPN Bet, they'll pay out at plus 140. If you're betting on the Panthers, they're paying out at minus 165. What does that mean? Well, that means if you have $100 and you put it on the Oilers, you'll get paid back 140. If you want to win $100, you have to put up at least 165 on the Panthers. So a payout would probably be $84.50 on a $100 bet. That'd be my quick math guess. And that's what I'm guessing. Let's see what other bets there are. The over-under, it's over 6.5 goals. That pays it even. Or over 6.5 goals pays at plus of 110. Under 6.5 goals is minus 130. And let's see what the preview says here. This is from the official ESPN page written by Data Scrive as of 4:12 this morning. Bottom line, the Florida Panthers host the Edmonton Oilers in the Stanley Cup Final with a 3-2 lead in the series. The teams meet Saturday for the 8th time this season. The Panthers won the last meeting 5-2. Brad Marchand scored 2 goals in the victory. Florida is 47-31-4 overall and 32-15-3 in home games. The Panthers have a 52-8-4 record when scoring 3 or more goals. Edmonton has a 30-20-2 record on the road and a 48-29-5 record overall. A minute and a half left on the warm-up and 24 minutes and 25 seconds left until puck drop. And that is pretty much it. So it all can end tonight. And I'm going to message Renegade real quick and see if are you available to possibly put up the championship picture if the Panthers win the game tonight? Let's see if they'll answer that. And as far as wrestling news, it has been made official that at Night of Champions, Dominic Mysterio will put up the Intercontinental Championship against AJ Styles. I've started the stat sheet for Night of Champions with the stats for Punk and Cena and AJ and Dom. Once we know the King and Queen of the Ring finals, those will get put into play, and we'll see where other matches come up as we get closer to Saudi. It almost looks like Santa Claus. All right. Let's look on social media. Let us. Is this the guy from that one video game that I used to follow? Yeah. So a while ago, when I was living in Long Beach, before I moved to Buena Park, I played a game called Deus Ex. And the actor who played the lead character named Adam Jensen. The actor's name was Elias Tufexis. So a minute ago, he just tweeted that his wife asked him, "What is he watching?" And he answered, "The NHL playoff." And his wife answered, "There's still effing hockey." The Stanley Cup is always awarded in June. So, yes. In fact, there was one day when all four leagues still had a game being played on the same day, I think. I think it was the same day there was but I don't know how it worked on football. So maybe it was 3. I don't know if I remember that, but I just saw that one on. Where's that? And let's go. Let's retweet Walter. Oh, RVD is. Yeah. So we will retweet this. We are live. Will the hashtag Stanley Cup be awarded to the Florida Panthers, or will the Edmonton force a game 7? Let's go Oilers. I think it's on the hunt. Let's go Panthers. And that takes care of that. $1,500 to Chuck scores a point. Draisaitl has 3 shots on goal. Marchand scores, and the game goes under 6.5 on DraftKings. That's a pretty good one, I think. Is it time to hunt? Yeah, time to hunt. Doggone it. I should have put that one in there. I think I can redo that. I want to do that right. I want to do that right. So, and I am going to do it right too. So we're going to copy that, delete the post, repost with the quote, and paste. Time. There it is. Time to hunt. That's better. There. Live editing on Twitter. Thank you. All right. Let's see what else. And we'll reset that. If there is a Game 7, it will be on Friday, the 20th. Personally, partially, me, I want to see Florida win the cup so I can go to work on Friday because I need to work. I need money. In fact, I think my car is being repossessed. The Kia anyway, not the Chevy. Because I found a letter that said if it wasn't paid in full by June 11th, they would, but that's beyond here. Let me see. Let me check my financial stats real quick. April, May. Uh-oh. The last one was on the 16th. April 30th. All right. Yeah, I'm toast. Nothing I can do about that now. I don't know if they showed the crate that houses the Stanley Cup since I started my stream late, but I don't think they will open the crate until it's pretty much certain that the cup will be awarded. And then they'll take it out of its crate with the white gloves and they'll polish it up. And then they'll bring out and it is storming outside. Another summer storm. As TNT is officially starting their coverage of Game 6, Amerit Bank Arena, Sunrise, Florida. Kenny Albert and Eddie Olezik, along with Brian Boucher on ice level. Tickets as low as $760. And there's Connor McDavid in replay. 8 points when facing elimination. Draisaitl has 3 when he's facing elimination. All the pressure is on Edmonton, because a Canadian team has not won the Stanley Cup since the 1990s. Florida wants to be the team to go back-to-back. And if they do so, there's the ever-elusive three-peat. Now, I would like to know, when was the last 3-time Stanley Cup Finals champion? Tampa Bay did it twice, 20 and 21. They tried to go for the three-peat. Pittsburgh went back-to-back, 16 and 17. Detroit went back-to-back, 97-98. Pittsburgh went back-to-back, 91-92. Edmonton, 87-88. Edmonton, 84-85. It's the Islanders, 80-83, because they got 4 in a row. And they would have gotten 5, but the 84 Oilers beat them. So there's that stat. Delayed? Okay, why is it saying that the game is delayed? I don't like that. We just got a notice on my phone that said the Stanley Cup final is delayed. That doesn't make any sense. The cup is in the house. Is there a picture of that? Nope. Oh. Brad Marchand's children left them a voicemail saying, no matter what happens in the game, we're still proud of you. You still got us, and we've got you. That's sweet. The cup is in the building, but it's going to have to wait because Edmonton is winning tonight. We shall see. As the Florida Panthers are bringing out a veteran, Private Herbert Schwartz. He's a World War II veteran, is being honored on the ice. And it looks like we're going to get the national anthems of Canada and the United States. I'm all for opinions. Everybody's entitled to one. Everybody's got one. But a lot of people on social media were not happy with this performance as Roberto Luongo beats the Florida drum to get the crowd hyped. I had a great discussion about national anthem discussion on yesterday's show. I'm not going to be for what it's worth, the U.S. crowd singing the Star Spangled Banner doesn't quite hit like a Canadian crowd. That's the Oilers thing anyway. Puck is dropped and the game is underway. As McDavid won the opening faceoff against Barkov, but unfortunately, the Oilers went offside. So we're going to have a rematch. And the Panthers win that one. And the Panthers ice the puck. So we're going to have another face-off. Shot blocked right there. Not by the goalie, of course. Here come the Panthers through center ice. And back through center ice. The Oilers try to come back, but nothing there. Get out of the way, linesman. Puck coming down. Ooh, he slipped there a little bit. Don't know who that was. Sorry. And, of course, they're in the corner fighting for it. Kane with a shot. And Bobrovsky was trying to cover up, and everyone's trying to jam it in. Nice little hit there. Marchand lost his helmet, and Mikkola gets a receipt for it. Excuse me. Bobrovsky almost lost it a little bit as he was Bennett versus Draisaitl, and Bennett wins that face-off. Panthers coming up. Oilers backing up. Puck through center ice. As Tkachuk goes high and wide. Wallman with a shot. And here come the Oilers. And they're just all 2-on-2 there on the boards. Puck almost sails out. Puck send in, going around the boards again. Still nothing. Almost sent out. Oilers keep it in. And Bobrovsky covers up. And Greer and Mikkola, everyone's all behind the net. And the referees and linesmen are pleading, don't start fighting now. As Bobrovsky swallows up the puck. 17:01 to go. The Oilers have put 4 shots on the board. Remember, for a shot to be considered a shot, it's got to touch the goalie or the net. Hitting the crossbar, hitting the posts, or hitting the goalie counts as a shot. To the left of Bobrovsky. Bennett versus Janmark, and Bennett wins that face-off. Panthers going back a little bit, briefly through center ice. DraftKings Sportbook has the Oilers at plus 135 and the Panthers at minus 175. So the odds have increased a tiny bit. Panthers dancing around the blue line. Schmidt's got it, sends it in. Skinner gets a piece of it and sends it away. Panthers have it in their own zone. Skinner out of his crease to retrieve it. He gets back. Barkov was fighting for the puck behind the net. It almost looked like a cross check, but it's pretty close. 15:30 left. A quick steal. And a score! Reinhart falling on the ground. But the goal is scored, but I'm not seeing anything official yet. Hold on, folks. There's the steal. It looked like the Panthers might have been offsides. He was losing balance and everything. He fell to the ground as the puck crossed the goal line. And they're calling that a goal. ESPN hasn't updated their stats on that. Unless I missed it. No. Well, Reinhart gives the Panthers the early lead. I don't know why ESPN hasn't updated their play-by-play yet. But it is 1-0 Panthers. With a goal by Reinhart at 4:35. Outscored the Oilers 12-4 in the first period, and they scored first in 5 straight games. So Reinhart right now gives the Panthers the lead. Just waiting on the to the right of Skinner. Behind the net. Right in front. Puck deflected wide right. Back out to the blue line. And ESPN is saying that it is unassisted. He did it all on his own. Reinhart with a 4-game point streak, 4 goals and 3 assists. Two Oilers, three Panthers right there on the wall. I'm also waiting for the stat, the team that scores first in an elimination game wins the Stanley Cup. Why not? Let's throw that out there too. Panthers working their way in. Panthers still with it. Almost a hook there. And the puck is sent into center ice. So the Oilers or the Panthers will have to come back onside, which they do. And now the Panthers have it. And here come the Oilers with a little bit of speed. Bobrovsky came clear out of his crease to send the puck away a little bit. And the Panthers trying to regroup. And that is icing with 12:42 left to go in the first. Preliminary Olympic roster. Canada, Connor McDavid. Germany, Leon Draisaitl. Alexander Barkov, Finland. Sam Reinhart, Canada. And Matthew Tkachuk, Team USA. There's the official one. Unassisted goal. 12:30 to go. And Bobrovsky will cover up. With 12:23 to go, that's going to start off with a TV timeout. And the Panthers are up 1-0. The first goal is always the toughest. Get the cup ready. Oh my gosh. We'll be right back.
And now for a taste of things to come.
All the wrestling, all the wrestling, all the wrestling. All the wrestling. All right. To the right of Bobrovsky. Panthers send it, or Oilers send it back. There it is. When scoring first, 10 in all time in potential series clinching games. That's it, folks. Game over. Just give the cup to the Panthers right now. Panthers behind the net. Back out to the point. Jones with a wrister. Goes wide left. To the center, Oilers are trying to intercept. Nice speed by the Oilers, getting it back in Florida territory. Right at the line on that pass to keep it in the zone. And Oilers still trying to keep it in. Back and forth. And that's probably going to be icing. Yep. Icing it is. 10:48 to go in the first. Florida's got the first goal. Hi, Jackie Redmond. Well, Jackie Redmond returned to WWE if Game 6 ends today. Or if the season ends today, and then we go on to the next one. Maybe during intermission, I'll try and bring up the picture where I took a picture with the Stanley Cup a long time ago. Why not? It's the cup. We got to put the cup on the show somehow. Oilers send one in. Bobrovsky covers up, and we've got some and it's Kane in the middle of it. Kane is on the ice. Listerian and who is that? Who is that? Schmidt just took a swing at Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins is trying to lock up with somebody. Listerian still got his hands on somebody. Who is that? Is that Kapanen? Yeah, that was Kapanen getting in there with two of them. Kapanen versus Lestarian and somebody else. Bennett and Kane get penalties, so it's going to be 4-on-4. Kane for slashing and Bennett for roughing. The refs aren't going to have it tonight, I'll tell you that. Four on four for 2 minutes. McDavid trying to come up. He gets smashed in the corner. There's an 89-mile-an-hour slap shot. Bouchard slapped that one. Bobrovsky got a piece of that, though. Draisaitl finds McDavid. Nothing happens there. Three scoring chances for each team so far. They wanted a tripping on that one. They're not going to get it. "45 seconds left to go till both teams were at full strength. Here come the Oilers. Puck to center ice. 25 seconds left to go. Oilers trying to tie this up real quick. Panthers intercept. Panthers trying to get it in, trying to at least get it to center ice. A steal by the Oilers. Can they do anything with it? And both teams are back at full strength. Both players come out and icing. 8:08 left to go in the first. Nice shot by Bouchard. Just kicked out his leg. Ekholm with a shot. Bobrovsky swats that one away. Back out to the blue line. Bouchard coming in. Nope. Panthers have it. What can they do with it? That's a giveaway. McDavid trying to come in. Denied. .705 left to go in the first. Panthers 1, Oilers nothing. Thanks to a goal by Reinhart. And it looks like we've got a TV timeout. So while we do, let's see if I can bring up that picture of myself with the Stanley Cup. Why not? Search Facebook. Stanley Cup. Posts. Posts from me. There's me and Dustin Penner. There's the Blackhawks. There's my Kings LA jersey. Where is the picture of myself and Lord Stanley's Cup? Photos. I know it exists. There's me and Renegade and the family when we went to a Stanley Cup game. There's Bailey with the smoking skull belt. Where is that picture? It's iconic. It never pops up when you want it to. There's me and Bob Miller. There's me and Shawn Michaels. There it is. All right. I knew that picture existed. 5:37 left to go in the first. Not much is still happening. And let's add. Five minutes left to go in the first. 9 shots for the Oilers, 5 for the Panthers. Panthers looking for another one. Doesn't get it. Centering pass done. They had that. They could have shot that. Love when you see the linesman jumped out of the way. Oilers trying to get one back. And the puck goes out of play at 4 with 4:07 left to go. Bennett was right there on. All right, here's the picture. That's me in the Caterpillar day, the Caterpillar and leather jacket days when the Stanley Cup came to Long Beach. That was probably, I think, in the mid to late 2000s, I think. That's my guess. Or maybe even the early 2000s. I don't remember exactly when it happened, but that's me and Lord Stanley's Cup. And look at me now. 20 years later, I think. Let's see here. Anything. What year do the San Jose Sharks raise a Stanley Cup banner? They had their chance. Less than 4 minutes to go in the first period. Kachuk is on a 3-game point streak with 2 goals and 3 assists. Puck up in the air at center ice. It's the call like that as the yawns begin. Oh, it was a hand pass. You must use the stick to pass the puck, not use your hand. .306 left to go in the first. First period stats. Take a look at some baseball scores. Keep looking at the social media. Panthers almost jammed it home on that one. Six scoring chances for the Panthers, 4 scoring chances for the Oilers. 2.5 minutes left to go in the first. And icing is called with 2:21 to go. Oilers with it, looking to send things around. Less than 2 minutes to go. Panthers coming loose. Minute 22 to go. Panthers still have the puck. Had a chance at that one. One minute left to go in the period. And they shoot and score! Matthew Tkachuk scores with only 46 seconds left. in the period. Oh no, I've got a dead marker. Panthers 2, Oilers nothing. This series scored at least 2 goals in what did that say? Back that up. Scored at least 2 first period goals in every game. Well, this marker's toast. And I've got 30 seconds left because I backed up 10, so not much else is probably going to happen at the end. And then I'll go live, and I'll go live off of that because I want it back in real time. And the first period comes to a close. 2-0 is your score. All right. Panthers are heading off the ice. Game 7, if necessary, is scheduled for Friday night, but right now it ain't looking like it's going to be necessary because the Panthers have a 2-0 lead. We're going to take our first intermission break. Just a quick one, real quick, I swear. We'll come back with stats and everything else. In fact, let's get this started right now. First intermission break. Real quick. We'll put that up there. Panthers 2, Oilers nothing. End of first period. Be right back.
And now for a taste of things to come.
All right, let's take a look at the stats of the first period. Ten shots for the Oilers, 9 for the Panthers. Both teams have got 10 hits. The Panthers have won more faceoffs, 10-9. No power play opportunities. Each team has a penalty. And, of course, the scoring. Sam Reinhart opens the game at 4:36, all by himself. And at 19:13, Tkachuk adds the second goal with assists from Lestenarian and Lundell. Skinner is 7 of 9 at 778. And Bobrovsky is perfect, 10 out of 10. And one, two, three, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oilers have 10 shots. And Kane, McDavid, Hopkins, Perry, Skinner, Bouchard, Klingberg, Kulak, Wallman. Is that 10? Yep. And for the Panthers, Bennett, Gadovich, Greer, Lundell, Reinhart, Tkachuk, and Mikkola. All right, let's take a look at some scores in baseball. Earlier today, the Marlins beat the Phillies 8-3. And the Tigers beat the Pirates 7. Quiet. Brewers are beating the Cubs 2-1. The fourth inning just ended there. Royals are beating the Rangers 4-1. Fourth inning just ended there. It's the bottom of the fifth with 2 outs. The Cardinals are beating the White Sox 6-2. It's the bottom of the sixth, no outs, 3-1. Orioles over the Rays. Top of the fifth, 1 out, 4-1 Mets over the Braves. About to hit the bottom of the sixth, the Twins are winning 5-4. Top of the seventh with 1 out, Diamondbacks are beating the Blue Jays 3-2. Top of the eighth with no outs, the Angels are beating the Yankees. They're 3 games under 500. Shocking. Bottom of the eighth with 2 outs, Rockies are crushing the Nationals 10-2. And there's the MLB stuff. Let's see what's going on now in Tweederland. Are the Panthers a better team than the Oilers? Right now they are. There is nothing better than bitter Wayne Gretzky. Goals in the first period of the Stanley Cup. Panthers 13, Oilers 4. Brad Marchand on track towards earning the Conn Smythe Trophy. Let's look that up on ESPN Bet. Let's take a look and see ESPNBet.com. NHL. Futures. Off-season specials. Where's the search on this thing? Conn Smythe. No, I'm not seeing anything on that. Anticipate Oilers spending the entire second period trying to draw penalties. I don't know about that. Congratulations to Stanley. It hasn't happened yet. There's still 2 periods left. It ain't over yet. Paul Maurice just passed a note to Chris Knobloch reminding him of the handshake line protocol in Florida. Hope the fan that threw a beach ball got escorted out right away. Ooh, I didn't catch that. If the Panthers win the Stanley Cup tonight, I win $310. Two more periods to go. Time to hunt. I'll give you a free tweet there. All right, getting ready to start the second period. Let's see if the Oilers can come back. Second period underway. Oilers deep in their own zone, trying to get out. Ooh, nice check by the Panthers there. Oilers trying get one quick, but nothing there. Ooh, he blow a skate out? No, he's okay. A big yell wanting a penalty for that play, but didn't take place. 18:30 to go. Oilers have it. Coming up through center. "18 minutes left. 2 minutes gone by." Draisaitl. A big clear and icing. McDavid had it. I said it was Draisaitl. Tried to go between the pads. $17.40 to the right of Bobrovsky. Oilers have it. Corey Perry almost gets one in. McDavid coming in. Oh! Bobrovsky went all the way down to the ice. The Oilers had a chance there. And the puck goes into the netting at 17:04 left to go in the second. McDavid to Perry. Perry got a stick. Bobrovsky was spread out on the ice, flat on his tummy. Flat out on his tummy? Yeah, I don't know why I said that. Panthers with it, still behind the Oiler net. Sends it back around. Henrique with a shot. Swallowed up. Bobrovsky says no. Six players with 20 or more points, tying the NHL record. Florida Panthers this season. Listerians at 19, Lundell's at 18. So if Lestarian or Lundell get points in this game, the Panthers will have set a record. Panthers intercept, and they're on their heels. And will that be icing? No. Last team to win Stanley Cup Finals without home ice advantage. The Kings, 2012. Oilers trying to get out of their own zone, and they finally do. Oilers had some good shots or Panthers had some good shots on that one, right at the doorstep. Here comes Kane. Draisaitl gives it back. Behind the net, they're just trying to get it around. They just cannot do it. And the puck goes clear. Still working. I was loose in front of the net, but Skinner was out of his crease for a little bit. Offside is the call at 13:59 to go. As we go to a TV timeout. When is the right time to put Picard in? Third period, just for fun. Let's see what I didn't. Oh, I didn't see what the. Oh, I did see that. Oilers in offsides is the call. 13:54 to go. Oilers in the corner, trying to get it free. And here come the Panthers. Oilers try to keep it in. Last shutout victory to win Stanley Cup. (1991) Penguins. The last shutout victory to win the Stanley Cup was achieved by the Pittsburgh Penguins. They beat the Minnesota North Stars in Game 6 with an 8-0 victory. I will not be telling that stat to Dory Lou. Forsling to Skinner's glove. Forsling to Skinner's glove. Just snatches it. Stuart Skinner, Stanley Cup Final in Florida, 1-4. Well, there you go. Bouchard checks Lundell pretty good into the boards on that one. Right in front of the net, and the Panthers don't score. And will that be icing? No. Clock is winding down. 11:35 to go. And we have a player down. Somebody was sitting down on the ice. I don't know who it was. $11:35 to go in the second, as the puck was frozen on the ice. Means they stopped. Last Stanley Cup Final rematch to go 7 games, all the way back to 54-55 when Detroit played Montreal. Sending one to the goalie on that. Here come the Oilers. Frederic. That was a tip in, but Bobrovsky stopped them. .10:34 to go in the second. Bobrovsky is perfect right now. 17 saves, 17 shots. Oilers have had 5 chances so far. Here come the Panthers. Here's Bennett with it. Sends one in. Right there. Skinner's got it swallowed up. And a little more extracurricular activities. Bennett with a nice little stop there. Schmidt took a swipe at it while it was in midair. Almost touched the goalie, too. Almost touched Skinner with his stick. Oilers with it. 10 minutes to go. The game is halfway done. Panthers looking for more. Oilers with it. Sending one in. Doesn't go anywhere. Oh, hello. We got some pushing and shoving going on here. Who is it? They're not going to show the replay instead of going to TV timeout. And I should have taken the banner off. I never do that. I always do that. Be right back.
And now for a taste of things to come.
Paul Maurice being interviewed. There as the game comes back from TV timeout. 9:03 or 9:04. They're adding a second back to the clock. Panthers in center ice. Bobrovsky comes out. Puck along the boards. Oilers have it. Sends it in. Nothing happens there. 8 minutes left to go. Panthers looking for a third goal. And Skinner covers up. 7:48 to go in the second. Panthers up 2-0. Corey Perry had to fight his way through Bobrovsky and Barkov to at least try to get to the puck. Bobrovsky and Boucher, as they were on the Flyers. And Bobrovsky swallows up another puck. Panthers get over into their zone. Panthers still have it. Lose it briefly. 7:15 to go. Bobrovsky's got it covered. Play should be stopped. Thought I saw a punch there. Wallman looked like he was upset about something with Rodriguez. Puck goes in, hits Wallman, and they have no idea where the puck is. Did it go up his pants? Is that what happened? Up the bottom sleeve there or something? I don't know. Panthers maybe look like they want another goal. Oilers just want a chance to score a goal. Six and a half to go in the second. Oilers send it into the Florida zone. Bouchard's got it back behind his own net with less than 6 to go. Connor McDavid, 1 goal, 6 assists, 7 points this series. And icing is the call. 5:27 left to go. Face off to the, oh, now what? Panthers with it. Going around. Panthers keep it in their zone. Oilers go into center ice. Panthers get it back. Marshall with a nice check there. There's a shot. Nope. There's another one. Nope. Everybody's trying to dig the puck out. And finally, it comes free. Up into the netting. No, the goalie got it. 4 minutes left to go in the second. Right off of Tkachuk's skate as we go into a TV timeout. Subway, eat fresh. Are the Oilers cooked? Not yet, they're not. Oh, there's a Jets fan out there saying, oh, it might be a shutout. You don't say shutout, especially in baseball, because then you jinx it. So that small delay was they tried to do a line change as the call icing was being made, I believe. So they had to call him back. Again, if Edmonton can turn this around, Game 7 will be on Friday. Otherwise, we'll see you next season after that. Nine multi-goal comebacks when facing elimination. They're just throwing stats out left and right now. Three minutes and 20 seconds left. Three minutes to go. Panthers looking for a third goal, but they don't get it. There's the third goal. As the other Sam Reinhart, scores with 2:29 to go in the second. And it is now 3-0 Panthers. Goes off of Barkov's skate. Hits Skinner in the shoulder. He comes off the skate and into the net. And it's a good thing Barkov didn't move his leg in a kicking fashion. Otherwise, that goal would have been taken away. 2:15 to go. Hello, Pop. What time is it? It's Panther time. It's been Panther time. It's been all Panthers. Off the shoulder with the block. Off Barkov's skate and into the net. Two minutes and 2 seconds to go in the second. Panthers up by 3. And we've got some more extracurricular activities taking place behind the Florida net. 1:47 to go. Barkov and Verhage get the assists on the Reinhart goal. 5 goals for Reinhardt in this series. As another icing call is made. They'll let Skinner finish the game. Oh, Reinhardt's second goal? That's right, he did score the first goal. Hey, why not get a hat trick? Last hat trick in Stanley Cup winning game. Wow. You have to go all the way back to 1922. Babe Dye. A hat trick in a Stanley Cup clinching game by the winning team is a rare occurrence. The last player to achieve this was Babe Dye of the Toronto St. Pats in 1922. Bring up that stat, TNT. 15 seconds left to go as the icing is the call. I bet the whole third period, all of Florida is going to just start chanting, "We want the cup." The entire third period, "We want the cup." The whole time. Drake Callender, Inter Miami, U.S. Soccer. And the fans are heading to a quick restroom break with 15 seconds left to go. Three, two, one. And the second period comes to an end. There you go. All righty. And I think dinner is ready. So I'm going to go down and make a plate. And we get back. The third period starts.
And now for a taste of things to come.
Okay, not quite a dinner break yet. Dinner's not quite ready yet. So let's go over the stats of the second period, where everybody's at right now. Doggone it. Hold that thought real quick, folks. Can you turn that down a little bit, please? Thank you. One video playing over another. Alrighty. 20 shots for the Oilers, 18 for the Panthers, 23 hits for the Oilers, 18 hits for the Panthers. Face-offs, Panthers have a slight edge, 21-20. No power plays, only one penalty on each side. Reinhart with 2 goals. One more gives him a hat trick, and becomes a player to score a hat trick. That's over 100 years. Nobody has recorded 3 shots. Oh, yes. Corey Perry has. Turn that down just a little bit. Let's see if anyone has said, "Bring on the cup." Oilers are digging a hole too deep to escape. MVP pick. Oh, that's going to go to. Ooh. I think it's either going to go to Reinhart or Bennett. Maybe it's just me, but it looks like a few of the Edmonton Oilers players have already given up. Somebody put Principal Skinner's head on Stuart Skinner's body. That's kind of funny. A lot of stuff happened. Not this kind. It's kind of quiet. Everybody's saying game over already. It's not over till the final horn. I don't have the closed captioning on, so I have no idea what they're saying without getting dinged for a copyright. Get ready, elbow room. Intermission report continues on. 20 minutes to go. Unless the Oilers seriously turn things around, and they did it earlier in the series. I believe they did that in what game was that? Let's see if I can find that. That was that game 4? Yep, that was game 4 where the Panthers jumped out to a 3-0 lead. The Oilers scored 3 in the second to tie it up. They went back and forth, and they had to go to overtime. So the Oilers need a repeat performance of that if they want to send it back to Edmonton for Game 7. It may be another 30-plus years before Canada ever sees another cup. Ooh. I would be 76 years old, 77. Just waiting for the third period to start. Mm-hmm. Not very many fans outside of Merritt Bank Arena. They haven't done a live shot at Rogers Place. Tkachuk did score a point. Draisaitl does not have 3 shots on goal, I believe. Marchand hasn't scored a goal, 6.5 under for that looks what could be that final bet of the NHL season. Marchand only has one shot. It's going to be one final TV commercial. One final bit of commercials, and then the third period starts. Hello, Matt. Night's going pretty good so far. We've got another summer storm going off here in Sevier County. The third period of Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals about to start soon. And it looks like the Panthers are going to get the hoist Lord Stanley Cup again and go back to back. So that's how my night is going. And then after this is over, probably just going to chill a bit. Got some errands to run tomorrow. Go to work. And then maybe try to pick up a shift on Thursday. I have a shift on. Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. I'm going to try and pick up a shift on one of those 2 days just to balance out the week because I need it. Erase that. Heavenly. Little Caesars is the goat of pizza? Well, now all four major pizza chains, Little Caesars, Papa John's, Domino's, and Pizza Hut all have a stuffed crust pizza. Domino's just took the longest to do it. Look at all that cheese. And then you get it home and it's not that cheesy. If they could make that pretzel crust without that much salt either, too. I could probably still eat it, but all right, third period just getting ready to start. Puck drop, and the third period is underway. And McDavid was already pinning somebody down. Panthers behind the Edmonton goal. Behind the Edmonton net. Oilers with a they had a shot right there and he just whiffed on it. And 1 minute's gone by. 19 to go. There's a shot. And Bobrovsky swats it away. There's another one, and that one gets blocked. Not by the goalie. Oilers back in their own zone. I doubt they're even if they're gonna pull Skinner. If they get one in the next 3 minutes, then maybe. But other than that, here come the Panthers. 2 minutes have gone by. Kulikov just got a nice little check in. And the puck goes into center ice. Panthers with it. Bouchard gets a nice check, or gets checked. Panthers trying to turn it around. 3 minutes gone by. McDavid speeding through. Nobody was there in the center, right in front of the net. McDavid's got it. Passes up. Another shot. Bobrovsky blocks that one. Bouchard's got it. Back to McDavid. McDavid sends it in, and it goes into the netting. $16:20 to go. Sterling gives Mikola a shove into the boards. Less than 16 to go in the game. Wondering if there's any "We Want the Cups" chant. Nope, not yet. That looked like a hook. Refs aren't going to call it, though. spinning around. That was Nugent Hopkins who tried to get in there. Less than 15 minutes left in the game. Trying to split through. Bouchard with another check into the boards. Oilers coming up. McDavid. McDavid had a chance there. Draisaitl has one. Nope. Thank you. Can you bring me a Pepsi, please? Dinner. So please forgive me as I eat. Here come the Panthers looking for a fourth goal. They don't get it. How does it look? It's delicious. Thank you.
It looks delicious?
And it tastes delicious too. Bacon. I'm thinking I'm hearing some "We Want the Cups" chant at 12:34 to go. "12 minutes to go. That could have been a hook right there. Come on, give him one. Bouchard with a shot. 88 miles. 88 miles an hour. Towels are waving like crazy. And it's not even halfway through the third yet. McDavid. Bouchard takes a swipe at it. Perry tries to keep it in and fails. And finally, offside is the call with 11 minutes and 11 seconds to go. As are we headed to a TV timeout? We sure are. Be right back.
And now for a taste of things to come.
The Stanley Cup has made its appearance on television. Let me go back and take a quick look at that. I want to see it and maybe get a quick picture of it. Let's see if I can get that picture. There we go. $87 miles an hour. And let's see if I can put that picture up real quick. 10 minutes to go until the game is over. That's a good one. Are they going back on TV timeout? Oh, my goodness. All right, here it is. There is the Stanley Cup, ready to be presented. Let's get some quick stats in real quick, see where everybody is at. 26 shots for the Oilers, 19 for the Panthers. 26 hits for the Oilers, 24 for the Panthers. The Panthers have one more faceoffs, 24-20. One penalty each so far. And, of course, the last goal was Reinhardt at 17:31, looking to get his fourth. And there's Brady and Keith Tkachuk, Matthew's brother and father. $9:47 left to go to the right of Bobrovsky. I still can't tell if they're chanting "We want the cup" or not. I would be. Adam Henrique and Corey Perry. Two Ducks that are playing for the Stanley Cup, and one of them's going to win, and it ain't Corey Perry. I saw something on social media, the Corey Perry curse. Nine minutes to go. Let's go Panthers is the chant. Eight minutes and 30 seconds. 8.5 left. Kane sends one in. Doesn't go anywhere. Will this be icing? No, they waved it off. 8 minutes left to go. Bennett wanted to go for the hat. Well, it was Reinhardt that got the. Bennett wanted to get a goal in there too. Schmidt sends one in. Kachuk got checked to the ice on that one. 7.5 to go. Barkov sends it over. I think I'm hearing some "We Want the Cups." 7 minutes to go, and icing is the call. It looks like the signal has been given to take Skinner off the ice. I think this is the earliest I've seen. That's the earliest I've seen to pull the goalie in Stanley Cup final history to try and get 3 goals. Can the Oilers get one? Can they avoid the shutout? Or will there be an empty netter? There's the empty netter. And they gave it to Reinhardt, and the hats are flying. We've got hats in a Stanley Cup final game, folks, as Reinhardt gets his 3rd goal of the night to make it 4-0 Panthers. Oh, they said Mark Stone did it in. Oh, that was overall. Okay. From at least. At 13:26, Reinhardt with a hat trick. Kachuk dancing on the bench. The hats were cleaned up pretty quick. Six and a half minutes to go. And there's Phil polishing up the cup. Shining it up real nice. Because in less than 6 minutes, the Stanley Cup will be presented to the Florida Panthers. Sure they are polishing the cup? Yes, they are. They started singing Living on a Prayer at the 10-minute mark. I hope TNT doesn't miss the annual Corey Perry disappointment shot. They pulled him again. Can the Oilers get one? Second team all time to have 3 players with 5 goals in the same Stanley Cup final. Are they going to get a 5th goal? Yep. That's 5. Was that Reinhardt again? They gave him a 4th goal. 5-0. Perry and McDavid over there. 5 goals and with 5:05 to go. Final 5. The Oilers get one. They avoid the shutout. Who got it? Who got it? Well, the Oilers got one, so they avoided the shutout at least. I think they're saying that Reinhart has joined Wayne Gretzky 7 goals in a series, in a Stanley Cup final. It was Podkolzin. Podkolzin got a goal at 15-18. 4 minutes left to go. Three and a half minutes left to go. $2:45 to go. And Kane is going to leave the ice with a game misconduct penalty right now. He hit him with the stick right on the arm. Bye, Kane. Nice knowing you, buddy. Yep, Wayne Gretzky holds the record for 7 goals in a Stanley Cup final. It's now been tied. So if you give it to Reinhart in the next 2 minutes and 13 seconds, have him break the record. Why not? but it is confirmed. 7 goals for Reinhart ties a record. 2 minutes to go. Lundell takes a shot. 90 seconds to go. Florida is singing na 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 na, hey hey, goodbye. 80 seconds to go. $70. Wallman goes to get the puck. 1 minute to go in the game. Everybody's standing. Everybody's waving the towels. 50 seconds to go. $40 seconds to go. $30 seconds to go. And the fans are getting louder and louder. 20. 15 seconds. Hugs are being given already. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. The Rats are coming out of the stands. 3, 2, 1. And it is official, ladies and gentlemen. Your final score: Panthers 5, Oilers 1. And back-to-back championships for the Florida Panthers. Hats and sticks, the team is gathered behind the net. Streamers are flying down. Red and white streamers coming down. The Oilers have gone to their bench. Lots of hugs galore for the team. Everybody's hugging everybody. And Corey Perry looks disappointed. Let me see if I can edit that just a little bit. No, not that. I want to make that look a little bit better. Can I? That's better. Let's see if I can do it that way. Nope, guess not. More and more celebrating. More and more Rats, and we've got the handshake line now. The coaches are joining the handshake line as we speak. And Evander Kane was the one that got a game misconduct, and he is not in the line. He's back in the locker room. The ice crew has come out to start They're going to start picking up all the rats that have been thrown onto the ice. That's the championship or the game-winning tradition for the Panthers, because they are cats and cats chase mice. Well, these cats just caught their second Stanley Cup. And the championship hats have made their way to the team. They are black. They look like they are black and white trucker hats, I believe. It says Stanley Cup champion with the Panther logo on it. 2025. Looks more like a baseball cap than a trucker cap. More and more hugs and smiles. And the only thing pretty much left is for the cup to come out and award the Conn Smythe Trophy. The black carpet is down at the corner of the ice. I'm going to turn on my closed captioning really quick so I can convey Jackie Redmond is now interviewing Brad Marchand. Can't describe this feeling, says Marchand. Brad Marchand almost joined that elite group of 7 goals. He had 6 overall. He was one goal shy. Why is my closed captioning not working? As a team. And they're going to take a quick break. We'll take our final pause. We'll come back with the final stats, and we'll call the presentation of the cup. Lord Stanley's Cup, excuse me. Gotta be polite about that.
And now for a taste of things to come.
All right, the teams are still on the ice. Let me get this real quick here. There is the Conn Smythe Trophy. The question is, who's going to get it? Sam Bennett has been named the Conn Smythe Trophy winner for MVP. The man that scored the most goals, the leading scorer. There's a good shot there. We'll see if we can get that picture. 15 overall goals throughout the postseason. And here comes the cup as it is being carried out. And the cup is now on the pedestal. And yes, it is the most difficult trophy to win. I would love to hear what Commissioner is saying, but unfortunately I cannot. And he calls over Barkov. And a quick picture. He puts his hands on the cup. The fireworks go off. A big smile. And he skates the cup real low and hoists it up to the ground, up to the sky as the team all touch the cup. And he starts the victory lap around and around. First European-born player to captain 2 Stanley Cup winning teams. And he hands it off to Schmidt. And Schmidt is completing his victory lap. And who's he going to hand it off to? He's going to give it to who's got it? To Jones. Now Jones has it. And Jones is going to hand it off to Nosek. And Nosek's going to pass it off to Vitek Vanacek. And Vanacek is going to hand it off to Greer. And Greer is going to hand it off to Boquist. And Boquist is passing it off to Sanaskevich. Velasquez has got it now. He almost put it on the ice. Who's this? I have no idea who's got it. Turn around so you can see your name. Reinhardt just had a Bud Light in his hand. He deserves a quick one. Cormier. Bobrovsky just got the cup, and he's going to pass it off to Marchand. And there's his family. Looks like he's getting pelted with mice. And he's going to hand it off to Kulikov. Jackie Redmond asking Bobrovsky what makes this one special. Let me get the final stats. "29 shots for the Oilers, 25 for the Panthers. 29 hits for the Oilers, 28 for the Panthers. Panthers won more faceoffs, 28-25. Only 2 penalties for the Oilers and 1 for the Panthers. Reinhardt got in the third period, Reinhardt got both empty net goals. The one at 13:26 was the hat trick. Then he got his 4th from Verhaeghe and Ekblad, and Podgolzin did score to make it 5-1. And at 17:47, and there's Reinhardt, the first star of the game for having 4 goals. 7 in the finals, tying Wayne Gretzky. Evander Kane did get a misconduct penalty at 17:47, and he walked to the back. And finally, the Conn Smythe winner has the cup. To a thundering ovation crowd. Five centers have scored 15 goals as Bennett's going to pass off the cup to Matthew Tkachuk. Now has it. Just look at that. And let's see, when does the season start? The NHL announces the start date. The season starts October 7th, 2025, 2 days after my 48th birthday. As Forsling now has the cup. The stat board 9,000 is done for the night. Who's got it now? Is that still Forsling? No, that's for Hagee. And Rodriguez. I'm just waiting to see if they'll take and release a team photo. But I have been on the air for 3.5 hours now, so. And he hands it off to Mikola. And Listenarian has it. We're just waiting for and they've torn down the stage there that they brought the. So I think they're getting ready for the team photo. As Gadjevich has it. Everybody on the team gets one day with the cup. Who hasn't held the cup yet? Is that everybody? General manager of the Panthers now has it. He's hoisting the cup. The owner of the Panthers now has the cup. And finally, Coach Maurice kisses the cup and holds it up. Well, that's pretty much gonna do it, I believe. I don't know if they're gonna. So we'll get the official picture out and put that on I'll put that on social media when it comes out, and we'll throw it up Thursday night for when I do the story to start off the kickoff to game 6 of the NBA Finals on Thursday night. So congratulations, good job to the Florida Panthers, back-to-back champions. Back-to-back Stanley Cup. I'm also waiting for Triple H to put out a title belt. Why not? Well, they'll probably get one as well with the side plates. As the post game is starting, that will officially end the coverage. All right. So congratulations again. Thank you, everybody who watched. My night is over. Got to get ready for work tomorrow. And we'll put this up to finish out the night. There it is, folks. Back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. Until Thursday, one more title to be decided, and that's the NBA Finals, and that could be on Thursday. If not, it goes until Sunday. Until then, friends, good night. I love you all. Stat Boy out.